The GTA 6 trailer is here. Everyone must have seen the trailer at this point, considering it has broken YouTube records. But Rockstar released the trailer early after someone leaked it online the night before the official release. In the last year, Rockstar has had so many problems with the leaks, it's insane. I'm sure it must be a super frustrating time for the developers and the company as a whole. But going back to the trailer, all the footage that was shown seemed to be in-game footage from their engine, while also being what possibly could be hints of gameplay, confirmations from some of the leaks that I've talked about, and much more. As always, I'll be breaking down everything that I've noticed in the teaser trailer and my thoughts, leaks that were confirmed, and how other leaks might be tied to them here in this video. Before I get into it though, if you like this type of content, consider subscribing to the channel and giving the video a like. The support is always much appreciated and it helps the channel grow. Getting right back into the trailer, I have to say, I was blown away. It was spectacular. When it comes to Rockstar announcing games, except for remasters, of course, they never disappoint. They set the tone of the game while showing the world they've been crafting for years, and it was phenomenal. The art direction of the trailer was incredible. The way that the sky looks with the sunlight, the lighting, the vibes, everything was awesome. The way that Vice City looks so incredibly different from Los Santos, it was a huge breath of fresh air. Rockstar is calling Vice City the state of Leonida, and we could possibly be seeing the entirety of Florida being recreated as Leonida in the game. Also, Rockstar has seemingly stated that we were shown footage taken from the in-game engine, like I mentioned previously, and it's really nice that Rockstar went ahead and confirmed that. The graphics were insane, and the cutscenes are more in line with what we could see for in-game cutscenes, of course, and they're already a huge improvement if you compare it to Red Dead Redemption 2 and especially GTA 5. One thing that I do want to talk about though is definitely the people and the population. Cities are only as great as the NPCs that reside in them, and from the looks of it, I think Rockstar has nailed it yet again by improving their AI and what we could see when it comes to NPCs in GTA 6. There were snippets of people doing crazy things throughout the video, like riding on cars, the Thrillbilly Mud Club, alligators just absolutely terrorizing people at a store and in someone's pool. There were a huge amount of cars just everywhere, as well as huge, dense crowds of people on the beach, driving, videoing, and people hanging around what looks like the newly revamped Vice City Boardwalk. Everything just looked more alive, and we'll have more information as the game gets closer to release, of course, but the trailer gives out hope that Rockstar might have found a way to add more depth to the NPCs and their activities within Vice City and GTA 6. Also, since I mentioned Vice City Boardwalk, just look at it. It's so nice to see that Vice City will be getting the love and attention that it's deserved for so long. The lights and vibe just look incredible, and I can't wait to see what else they're going to revamp in Vice City as well as add on to it. The map that I used in my thumbnail in my previous video regarding GTA 6 is also reportedly the map that might be in the final release of the game. And if I had to guess, if there are any changes to it, it is more than likely super minor at this point. But following the recent leaks added onto the trailer, there was a developer whose son leaked a bunch of stuff regarding GTA 6, and he was saying that the map that's been going around for about a year or so was actually the map that's being used in the game. I don't know the full context of that, so I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's the developer's son. Correct me in the comment section down below. But if this does turn out to be true, we will have a map that is larger than GTA 5's by nearly double. We all assumed even without the leak this was going to happen, so it's no surprise. I'm just excited to see that we're getting all kinds of confirmations of leaks from information, as well as the trailer that Rockstar released early. But moving on to more confirmations I'd like to discuss are the obvious inclusions of Jason and Lucia being the main characters of the game. Although we never saw an official character switch between the two during the trailer, I'd say it's safe to assume at this point that we're going to be playing as Jason and Lucia. Lucia's backstory also appears to be true from the leaks, where she was locked up in jail for some time. She might be in there for a while, meaning we'll probably see a time skip of some kind until she's out of jail. Also, the bit of her child could possibly be in the game as well, and we might see the child appear but as an older version. We obviously don't know this or even know at all until Rockstar sheds some more light on that subject entirely. Although it does seem like Rockstar is giving Lucia more of the focus of the two, since it showed a little bit more about her story, with her character having more to say compared to Jason in the trailer. The same thing could be said for what was done in the GTA 5 trailer though, but Trevor and Franklin were also huge elements in the story, so I could be overthinking that one, but we'll see. You also see robbing people is clearly making a comeback as they rob a store and are trying to escape the police, and I'm really excited and hopeful that they bring Heist back in some capacity. But I hope they add more depth to them as well. My wish would be that Rockstar implements heists in a way that doesn't make them seem too repetitive. But I know that there's only so much that you can do in that regard. It's just something that I would like to see added to that. A more interesting part that was shown in the trailer was the thugs on dirt bikes bit. They were seen terrorizing people near an intersection, and there were a large number of them doing so. I'm wondering if this will be one of the groups or gangs that we could see in the game that ties into the story. I hope it is, and I hope there are more than just that when it comes to the gangs, their influence, violence, and their pull that they'll have in Vice City. There was also what seemed to be something similar to a mugshot of maybe a gang member covered in tattoos that was arrested. The headlines were in Spanish, but I translated them, and this is what the headlines have to say. End quote. Confession written in tattoo ink. A tattoo on the neck that gave away himself. Key to the conviction of a Leonida man. Unquote. This might tie back to the gangs, maybe. He could have had a slip up and was arrested, and I'm really intrigued to learn more about this. But it could also just be something satire related and completely unrelated to gangs. But if it is, the leaks are true about that and the gang influence that the game should have. Of course, there were more shots of other things happening as well in the trailer, people doing crazy things like standing on top of cars, drifting cars, the Thrillbilly Mud Club that I mentioned earlier, and the addition of what looked like satirical mentions of TikTok. People going live with it and trying to do crazy things for fame, that sort of thing. Rockstar really nailed the rawness of modern society as well as the modern day Florida vibes. Florida Man memes are about to come back even stronger with the release of this trailer, and I'm honestly here for it. Now, the last thing I'd like to mention about the trailer was the announcement of the game's release being 2025. If you watch my other videos regarding GTA 6, I predicted that 2025 would more than likely be the release date. Now, I'm not saying I was the first person or the only person to predict that. All I'm saying is that I'm not surprised, and this appears to be the most realistic release window for GTA 6. I know for a fact that there's a ton that they still need to do and things they still need to polish to meet the quality standard they have for their games. And it's no surprise that they're going to market this game like crazy. Expect it to be everywhere once they hit the peak of their marketing window. We've only really scratched the surface of what we know when it comes to GTA 6. It just sucks that someone couldn't have waited another day to see the trailer and they took the opportunity away from Rockstar and their developers. I think it could have absolutely crushed record numbers for trailers, even more than it already has had it released when it was planned. It has already, but it still doesn't take away that moment from Rockstar and stealing it from them. And just from the trailer alone, I do have to add before I end the video is that people were concerned about the humor going away from GTA 6 because of Rockstar and how that they might censor some of their jokes or satire, and I think the trailer kind of disproves that, because from everything that I've seen, it looks like that they're showing how ridiculous people are and just using that satire humor that they're usually known for, so I don't think anyone should be afraid of that and expect Rockstar to be their normal selves. But that is going to be it for my video discussing GTA 6's first trailer. I will predict that we'll see at least 3 of these in total, at the most 4, before we see the release of GTA 6 altogether. I will of course be following the updates for this game as we wait patiently, so if you're not already, consider subscribing to the channel for news, updates, reviews, and much more when it comes to video games, and give this video a like to help support the channel. We're one step closer to the release of GTA 6, and it's going to be a super long wait. But until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.